Hi, Nightingale here. Just a quick review of Carioca Plus sketch markers. These are alcohol based. This range, Carioca Plus, it's different from the original Carioca. This is meant for artists, like they have like intermediate till like professional use. And guys, I just love the shape. This is like a barrel, very light, but the barrel is like rounded but a little bit squared so they don't roll off. They have a good amount of ink, I think at least 10 to 12 ml. Sorry, I cannot change the measurements. And dimension wise, they are quite average compared to other brands. But guys, they have this carry-on bag. This set comes in different sizes. This is the biggest range. They have the 80 colors, and also inside it's provided a already printed color range, and on the back you have where you can put your colors. I just want to give you a second to have a look how bright and nice are the colors. They lay down beautifully. There is no weird smell. The ink inside is well distributed, and you have a chisel nib. The cap, it's very easy to remove, guys. It's one thing that I really notice when I get alcohol markers that are not like the ones that you pay $10 for per each. Look at the brush, guys. This is firm. That means that with that tiny part you really can do thin strokes, but with just the slightly bent, it's a little bit stiffer than others like Copic, Deco Time, Spectrum Noir, Chameleon. I've got many of them. I've tried a lot of them, but I like the fact that this is still extremely bendable, but also firm enough that you can really go and do your thin lines. Colors are vibrant, 80 colors. To be honest, I think it's a really good range. Also, I mean, when the range extends too much, the only thing that you're improving in the range is just the fact that you can get extremely light colors. I believe this range is quite good. You've got very light colors, you've got quite rich and deep colors. I think it's a really good range. Price might vary depending on your country and depending also the set you're getting. Because this is the biggest one, you get this like it's a rectangular box, and you can also just tilt it, so I would recommend that, so you can basically get the even ink inside the barrel. And also I believe there is the 60 or like around 40 that you can get, and smaller sets too. They have of course a website, and Carioca Plus also has got some other ranges of product, and I'm very eager to try all of them because Carioca was a part of my childhood, but of course for art supplies when I was young, I'm very old, and the fact that they released a few years ago this Carioca Plus range, that means that I've got the freedom of getting very high quality product and don't break the bank. And I'm so glad I actually, as soon as I saw them, I've got them. I really do recommend these guys. This is not sponsored, by the way, I wish, but for the price, I think you can find them on Amazon, probably around $60. Of course, check for discounts. See if your local store maybe has got this product. But if you see Carioca Plus, guys, I can recommend these alcohol markers, and as soon as I will try other products, I will review those as well. They are nice and juicy. They are really light, nice to hold. They don't seem like I can fatigue my hands to hold them. The tip, it's quite firm and allows you to do very thin strokes. With a slight press, you can really get a nice and even color lay down. They are good at blending too, of course, with the blending part. the main part actually it's going to be the paper you use. Carioca Plus has got also a marker pad range, and another thing that I like that you can carry these when you get a bigger sets. You have a handle. I mean, that means that you can easily just get a small bag, you put your marker paper, pencils, and then you can just hold this and go, maybe with some I don't know, Stanley cup if you have one. And that means that you got a lot of freedom. 80 colors, guys. Again, I think they are good enough as a range. I mean, I know that other brands has got like 300, 400. I mean, to be honest, you really have to do so many different things to actually use that range that's massive. I think this is pretty good. And of course, if you're missing some colors, so you want to replace them, there are smaller sets. So they don't sell individual colors, I believe, because I've seen the website, but they do have the smaller sets, so that means that you can replace them. And I am so happy because I think we've got other brands, they've got very, very popular in the last few years. During COVID, everyone bought alcohol markers, but then very few people actually stuck with them because it's not the easiest of the techniques. Also, one thing I like to remember, no matter how you're going to how much you're going to spend on alcohol markers, they will fade if you don't provide a UV coating or a UV like glass when you maybe want to hang on your hang on a wall your work, or you're going to sell them. The alcohol markers are usually good to be scanned on, and then maybe you can just print the work that you've done, and that will be it. Like I am doing this, it's a really quick design I'm doing, and I used alcohol markers and pencils, and I know that if I do and I place these on my window, this is going to fade. This is because alcohol markers are dye based, they are going to fade, so protect your markers. So don't leave them in the sunlight. This is for anyone, any type of marker, even the cheapest one, the most expensive one. Back to Carioca, I think for the price, the range, the availability, and range, not just for products but colors, this is a steal. So I will highly recommend any artist that wants to treat themselves to something nice, and that it's also like a brand that it's not massively produced, if I'm allow me to say that. And if you want to support maybe a company that sounds smaller, and it's not like Ho or Copic or many other brands. I mean, I like the idea that we can use other brands that is very good quality and they don't break our banks. So that's all I've got to say. I have a quick video about this in action where I'm doing like a little fairy. Please do let me know in the comments if you have them, if you've tried them, if you find this useful, if you want me to show you more, if you want to get another video of me while I'm drawing with this. I will love to do that for you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day.